got a bunch of wet soil that was in the buckets. They were sitting out, so they got exposed to snow and rain and whatnot. And then I've got a bunch of really dry soil that was underneath the porch. I'm gonna go ahead and mix them all together. Should make a decent mix. Won't have to add a lot of water to it or nothing. That way we can get these rhubarb dug up and transplanted, and they'll be able to re-root real quick in this soil. So what I'm doing is pulling everything back, trying to cut around the edge. I'm gonna get here, so I gotta keep working my way around it. Toss it down. This is where you kind of got to go in with your hands afterwards and get the heart out. So I could chunked it once already. There's a piece in there. I'm gonna leave it. I don't know if it'll grow or not, but you want to get the heart out, so you want to get all the excess dirt off. The little roots are fine. I don't want to cut any of these big roots because these big ones will be what'll help it re-root fast. And like I said, I could chunked one over there. That was a pretty big one, which is kind of a bummer, but this stuff's still kind of frozen. And the other thing too, once I get the majority of this off, I could take it over if I really wanted and spray it down with the hose a little bit. Yeah, that was one of the ones I cut. That was a big root. The other part that's in there may or may not grow. Whoops. So try not to do that. I would just knock the top off because that one's dead now. The heart itself is fine, but that one's just not going to grow anymore. So right there, I don't even need to split it. There's one right there that I can split. That'll get its own pot. That'll get its own pot. And I got at least 2 more here. There's a little guy. This one may or may not make it, but we'll put it in some dirt and see what happens. Make sure there's no big root clumps in here. Okay, so I see 3 potentially if I can cut them. Otherwise I'll get 2 out of it. If I cut it right, there's 1, 2, and 3. Mm. Yeah, the rest of this is just, there's a little bit of clay dirt in here that's making it kind of tough for this thing to go any further, so We'll definitely have to amend the hole really well. Okay. Ooh, grab one of these pots here. I'm gonna leave this one off to the side. I'll split that in a second. I'm gonna take this guy. Put that in there. Ideally, I need to try to fill it back up to where it was, or just barely cover the top of it, because it will pop back out of the dirt on its own. The nice thing is this is got some moisture in it, so I won't need to worry about watering it. Not today anyways. Okay, I'm not pushing real hard, but I am kind of firming it in a little bit. Okay, one down. Little one, I'll need to get a smaller pot for. And this. So cutting these are kind of tricky sometimes. You can go get a saw or something like that, but a lot of time I'll just use the shovel. Okay, we got another good one there. That's a little too much dirt in there. So I'll set it in with the extra guy. Get that down in there. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can split it one more time. Okay. That's a nice one. Always put too much in there first. There we go. Alrighty, that's 3 down. Okay, 4 down. And this one little guy. Let's go ahead and put him in this pot here and see what happens. Get some more moist dirt in there. Okay, that was just under the surface, but okay, we got 5 out of the one that we dug up, and that was the smallest one. This one here, this next one down is kind of small, but then the next 3 after that are much larger. So I'm gonna have to get some more soil, get a few more pots over here, and start again. Welcome to the orchard. Straight ahead, we've got 3 on the right, 3 on the left. All of those are apple trees. On the far left, there's a cherry tree up high and down low. Obviously, that's a big giant birch in the middle. Kind of wish we had removed it when we first put this in, but we didn't want to clear cut it completely, so we left one tree, which, although it looks cool, isn't the best for the garden area, but we're working around it. We got 2 larger beds here, kind of double wides. We've got, can't really see them now, we didn't use them as much last year. We've got a bed along the back row, or the back fence there, another one here in front of it, and then along the fence. And there was another shorter bed in between the 2 trees here, on the left here, as well as another bed along this fence. It goes all the way up to about the birch tree, although in this upper section we just have asparagus planted. Thank you. We'll have one more to do there and another one at the end. Unfortunately, these last 2 are the biggest 2, so I got to gather up some more pots, see how many I got, and gather some more soil too before I dig those ones up. this up here. Ooh, that's solid.
I'm not sure exactly what to record because she wasn't very specific.
Just stand right here and film me turning this over for now. I'll try to do this in the wheelbarrow. It may or may not work. I might have to take it up to the gravel.
I'm trying to keep you in frame, and also what you're doing, but it's kind of hard.
No, that ain't gonna work on here.